Hey, how's it going, everybody? Midweek war attacks. We've got the second attack boost war. I think it's the second one. And we've got green tanks. I'm going to jump in and go leader to leader here. And I'm leaning towards my Scotty team, which will have 3 blues on it. And let's start there and see what we end up with. I'm looking forward to the next rush war because I finally have a full set of 23, 11, and 11 troops for each color. After the ham situation happened, I went on a troop feeding frenzy, and so I now have 3 troops over level 11 with 1 at 23 in every color, and we'll be starting to work the next set of 11s up towards, I was going to say up to 23, but it's more like towards 23 because it's a long process. So I think I'm going to go Proteus and Regard. I kind of like that on this team because it gives me a little bit something extra. I could go with the 2-1-1 thing or 2-1-1-1, but I sort of like this. Alrighty, so we're stacked against the double reds, which is good. We've only got 1 cleanser. That's the other option is Tiller is the tank. We're not going to take her out, so there's going to be plenty of minions. So it seems like the smarter choice, perhaps, is that I bring a Grizzul, who I don't often use, so maybe we'll do that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 healers and Scotty. No snipers except the shot, who doesn't hit that hard, so this should be easy going. Okay. So obviously the key is to get 3 blue matches. But I don't even have 1. So then the next key is to get 2 red matches, because with 2 red matches or 6 tiles, I won't get thrown off by Telluria, because if I get hit by Telluria, then my blues are all going to need 10 tiles, which is a much more awkward number to match for. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I've got a couple options. I always tend to sort of default towards the bigger combos, so like this blue-yellow right here. I kind of like to do when I have a board that's not working well for me, or maybe just often. I like a lot of board turnover. But I'm not sure that's the right move. The other option is I can make this green match, set off the red Dragon Bomb, and then I have Grizzul before any of the dot or ailment stuff happens. Another option is... let's see, what was that? Something with the purples where I thought I could make a blue diamond, but I think that's not correct. So feels like the smarter move here is to go for this red, which will give me a couple blues, maybe another blue match. Nope. Yep, okay. So we need 2 blue matches. And we've got protection against these ailments. So the next move that I like is probably this green, which will combo the blue and perhaps lead to another blue match. Grazul lasts for 2 turns, so it's also could be smart for me to take the suggested match and let Aslar go off while he's not an issue. But let's start down the middle with... Should we start with Tuluria? Got 2 turns. Yeah, let's start with Tuluria, and let's go for this match here. Alright, now we got our blues. So, do I want to set off Aslar? No, I think I'm just going to take the cleanse and the minion. So it would, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions. It would be very smart of me to set off Tuluria again. And I guess I have a decent way of doing that. And then I'll hold regard for the cleanse, but we can't wait around for too long. Okay, there she goes. And then do I want to set off Aslar? Can I survive all of this? That is a question mark, and I think I'm not going to take that risk. So we need to burn 1 turn, so we're going to go these into Vela. Fortunately, there's no Cascade. That was a risk that we took. So now we're going to get a bunch of minions. I think Regard has the better attack boost. He does. So that means we want to use the Kirils first. So we're going to go healing, defense down, finally our main attack up. Another option is I could have saved Regard for after Aslar goes off. But we didn't, so hopefully we can get 9 stacks. Alright, might as well burn these tiles into Aslar. So one of the great things about the stacks, the damage is the obvious thing, but they all have minus 54% mana generation, which is just crazy. So Sashat is going to dispel that ailment protection on some of these, but that's okay. So keep that in mind when you're using Scotty, not the decreased mana generation, but the fact that if they're already charged, they probably are going to go off, so you need to make sure you're prepared to survive 1 round of specials, and then you're going to be good to go. So that's what happened here. If I had been significantly weakened, then I might not have survived those rounds of specials and could have lost the match even with what is sort of a guaranteed win. So perfect example of how Scotty can sort of win the match by herself if you support her. And that's where I think multiple healers is the best way to do that. Because almost at no point until the end really did I feel worried about that outcome. I had a lot of protective redundancy going on there. So yeah, she can do it. And the other thing I'll mention about that is that Tuluria is the perfect tank to go against with Scotty. You would think there's a color disadvantage. That doesn't matter at all because it comes down to the stacks. But the significant part is how weak Telluria's minions are now. So Freya, Bira, Nor all have very tough minions, and that can cause more of a problem when you're trying to take them out. The Kirils can definitely help there still, especially with the attack up and defense down, but you generally can't break through multiple, whereas on that hit there, I got through every single minion I think that was on the board. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit more looking around here before this next hit. So it's no surprise at this point that one of my favorite teams is the Black Knight Garnet Freya Bira team. Whoopsies. And I don't see a perfect match for it, so I'm going to go for it with against the tank. Wow, can't talk right now. I'm going to go for it against a tank that I fear more than others. or maybe that I have a respect for, which is Costume Catalan and how annoying she can be. So if you're going heavy with red special skills, you can really get screwed. And in this team, her job is to buy a little bit of time while you have to make moves and hold your specials and charge up the rest of these. So I think if this were me, I would have put Kill Hair on one of the flanks, because you don't have so much time. You're only getting 3 turns, and I don't know. We'll see how it looks. I think it's this is ultimately going to be a little bit too slow of a team. Obviously, the team I'm attacking with is a very good team, but that would be my critique of this team, is that it's a little bit too slow. So I'd probably take out Aslar in place of someone else. Leave June where he is. Put Kill Hair on the right flank, which kind of defeats the point of having Magni. So it just depends on your roster depth and what else you have. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's still very possible for me to lose to this, but that's not what I expect to happen. Okay. So reds to start is always best for me on this team. The first move I'm looking at is not the suggested but related, making this green match to combo the purples, which there's a chance that it brings a red right into the highlighted square, or a purple over here, which we could then match, which then gets this red match going. I can also make the purple match up here, but I don't think that is... It gives me the same purple or it gives me a purple match, but it doesn't open up the same possibilities that the first one I looked at did. And that's, where it comes down to playing the odds. It's kind of like, 9-ball, that variation of pool where you're trying to set up your next, I guess any version of pool you're trying to do this, but where your current shot, you're also trying to set up what your next shot is going to be. So you're factoring that into the move that you're currently making, and I think this does that the best for me. Wow, 1 turn she goes off. That's crazy. Okay, so we need 4 tiles. Here's another really... nope, there's one thing that screws it up. I was going to say popping the purple dragon bomb is a really good move because it will drop this tile down by 1 also to give me that purple match, but that's not true because there's a blue here and the diamond's going to go off, so it'll kind of mess that up. So I think I like the green dragon, which will combo the purples and scoot some reds down. So Magni's pretty far from going off. We could do the red-yellow with a red follow-up. It's probably better at this point that I take the purples and let that dot damage and minion chip damage get started here. So we'll do that. Gonna keep an eye on Kill Hair and Aslar because there is a lot of damage that they can do. So if I hit the dragons, I'll get 2 reds, and then I'll set off Catalan again, which I don't want to do. So let's do this. Take a chunk out of her. Get the fire in before the dodge starts again, and that's where, in terms of looking at my targets, I'm seeing that June here is getting pretty worn out over there. He does hit hard and his blind is annoying, so I'm using Gravemaker on the right side here because I think that will allow me to take June out before he becomes a problem. So that's what we'll do, and then I think I'm going to go here down the middle, hoping that one red tile kills Catalan. Alrighty, so now we have a purple diamond. Magni's going off. We already have defense up, so that's okay. I don't think the purple diamond's going to set off Aslar, nor will it combo anything that I can see, so we don't have to worry about getting our ailment protection up. And then this one tile probably will not kill June. Nope, critical, okay. So we're obviously in very good shape now. Killhair can do whatever she wants to do. And we'll put up our minion shield. That's the thing I love about Freya and Bira is they're basically healers with the added benefit of dealing damage. It's kind of like a Baldur. It's kind of like a Baldur situation, but across the whole team, where Baldur is overhealing. Minions are basically temporary HP or overhealing. And then he's just dealing damage every turn while that overhealing is active, and that's true for the minions too. Every turn, they're chipping away while they're alive, or while the temporary HP is active is the other way to think about that. Okay, so the toughest tank left here is definitely Frigg. So I could go here with my red team. I'm not so much worried about Vela, but Jean-Francois does present some difficulties. Oh man, I would have totally gone for Odin on the flank instead of on the wing. Getting that mana boost going early is huge. Especially trying to time him firing right after Frigg. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Having some ailment protection would be good. Makes sense to take red if I can, but my secondary colors. Regard and Proteus just don't feel like they're cutting it. I feel like I want to have a little bit more protection against that defense down. Could go green here, stack to Vela instead and try to weaken Frigg. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so take out another one of these tough teams. And it doesn't matter in this situation, but by default I'm getting used to building this team like this, where I have, if I'm fighting a Gravemaker, he can only hit one green at a time, basically, because Kingston is immune to burn damage. He'll still take the initial hit, but he won't burn quite as much. Alrighty, and then we want a Regard and Proteus. Do we have any snipers here? No, but we've got a good amount of damage, but we will have redundant healers. Oh, we do have Kage. Alright, I'm going to go with this. Is there a downside to healers on the same side? Not in this team. Sometimes if you're facing mana control or other things like that, you don't want your healers next to each other, because if one gets hit, then they can both get hit, and then you're severely weakened, so it can be good to spread those apart. So while team composition matters a huge amount on defense, in terms of the left to right order, it also matters a lot on offense in certain instances. And I pointed at two of those here, which is multiple mana control or hit 3 heroes, and then facing someone like Gravemaker against greens if you do have a Kingston on your team who is resist burn damage. Okay, this is what I want. Let's go. So this is a bit of an odd situation for me, because normally I don't Normally I would try to stack to the flank that I was most concerned with, which is definitely Jean-Francois here, and would not stack to Vela. But I like the idea of using green against Frigg. Didn't want to use a blue team here. So that's what we ended up with. Okay, I've got a few options. So I've got the obvious blue-green, or green-purple over here. If I make this purple match afterwards, there's a chance that another purple comes in here. Because while I do have 3 matches that can be made, once I start making them, I'll only have 2. So I will need to bring a little bit more in here. I think that's the way to do it most intelligently, in my opinion. So I don't like that the greens are hitting Odin instead of Vela. I've also got this blue match where I can try to snake something down here, but I don't think that's going to set up the board most optimally. I think this... Oh, wait. But if I make that match, then I don't get to make my secondary purple match. But it could bring in another purple on that side. And it did. So we'll take this one first. Oh, I love leading with mono control when I can. Alright. Chance at a green diamond as well. Don't know if I'll take it though, because I have the 2 matches that I need. So I think we're going to go right down the middle, because that's where my follow-up is. I am going to use Regard for the attack up, so we're going to combo our 2 green matches here. Got a bonus purple out of it too. Alright, so I can kill 1 hero guaranteed. Who do I want it to be? Kage cannot kill anyone now. Odin's going to speed up the whole rest of the team. But Odin also doesn't hit as hard individually. 2 turns left. Alright, yeah, we'll take out Kage here, just because he hits 1 target quite hard. And then we're going to make this match. And then we've got our purples ready again, which is good. We're not going to beat Odin, but we can start to intervene afterwards. So might as well keep the mana boost going. Okay, so we can't stop Odin. The attack down does nothing to Jean-Francois, so I need to think about... I can cleanse both of these immediately after, so I might as well take it on this side. Since Vela does direct damage and Jean-Francois does not. So we'll take it on this side. The other thing to consider is that Jean-Francois will have his attack boost, or excuse me, defense boost. And that could cause problems even with elemental defense down. However, fog dispels before he hits, so that doesn't matter either. So if you haven't checked out my interview with Jeff at Empires and Puzzles Books, check that out, and that's where I talk about what I think of and what he remembered and sort of quoted me as saying is the hyper strategy angle, which is that throughout a match there is luck involved, but you have a lot of small decisions you can make that together can significantly impact the outcome of the match. Sometimes if you do something like wasting a special, for example, if you have a combo you can make that will lead to a purple match under June who's charged but almost dead, then you don't have to waste one of your special skills that's charged to kill him, and you can take out, Albie, who's getting ready to revive potentially half the team or something like that. Whereas if you waste that and kill June with it because you didn't see the combo or you weren't thinking about those things, then now Albie brings the team back, all your special skills are gone, and you can lose. So there are small decisions that can have a big impact, and there are excuse me, there are a lot of these small decisions that you can make throughout the course of a match, and that's what I find to be really fun, is trying to, I'm sure there's stuff that I miss. I'm not trying to claim that I am flawless or something like that, but it is something that I think a lot about, and I think that impacts the success that I have with the game. So, did my hits pretty early for a change here, so I actually don't have my other 3 flags yet. I might hold off until the end, but we're looking pretty good so far, where they only have 2 more flags and we have 300 more points, so we're starting to work out a little bit of a lead here, which is good. All right, they've been hitting pretty decently over there so far. All right, so catch up with you shortly. All right, so we're still holding up pretty well. They have a 27 point per flag lead. Whoops, which is not too bad. Easy to come back from that. So I'm trying to help with this cleanup and take out. We've got 3 full teams left, 2 Frigs and a Costume Catalan. So I want to use my blue team. None of these tanks are buffing tanks, but we have Jean-Francois, which I think can work with my blue team because it has double healers, double cleansers, and if his effect is active, Cobalt has the chance to do some massive damage. So I think that's what we're going to do. The biggest risk is Proteus. Because we have, I guess only 1 sniper. That's not too bad of a risk. So it's pretty much wishful thinking to expect Proteus to be charged before Frig goes off, which means I'm going to have to recover from her hit. Fortunately, the flanks, Jean-Francois doesn't deal any direct damage. Vela's damage is low. The wings are still dangerous. I attacked this team in the first half, I think. But I think this can still be okay, so let's see what we can do. Ugh. Alright, decent amount of purples, but they're not grouped up very well. Very few. I think I only have 1 move, which means this could be bad. This could lead to purple match or multiple purple matches, but it could also do nothing, and then I have to make the red match into Frig again with no healing anywhere, so that's all I can do. Okay. Oof, don't quite have 2 matches. Trying to see if there's any way I can make 2 purple matches, and I'm sure someone will point it out to me later, but I've got a few options to drop some tiles in, but Frig is getting ready. Alright, that gives us what we need. Damn, we're about to take 4 hits though, which means Proteus has a very high chance of dying. Fuck. Ah. Damn it. So I can make the suggested match, and then when I pop the Dragon Bomb, it'll be 2 blues and 2 purples with an attack boost. Probably not enough though, so this is looking really bad. Ah, man. Also make this yellow match. Combo some greens. Hopefully bring some new stuff in and gets rid of some of the greens that Frig's gonna hit me with. It can also help me set off Jean-Francois and maybe cleanse both these things at the same time, but that's getting pretty damn risky. I don't have very good options though. She's got a lot of HP left. Fuck. I'm frustrated because I have what I need, but it's too late. Come on, come on. Fuck, yes. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so Ariel is under 50% health. Everyone else is over. Jean-Francois does no direct damage, so if I can cleanse, that's good. I don't think Kage can kill Ariel because she's under 50% health. So I have those blue tiles underneath Jean-Francois. It would be nice to be able to save these things for after, but I have no ability to kill Vela. So what we need to do is we need to kill the 2 of them in this one turn, I think. And quickly, I guess. Shit. How much damage does this do? Maybe I can get away with just this. Okay, good. Oh, can I do it? What's gonna happen? Okay. Alright, you ready? You ready for some slick shit? There's still a chance Cobalt doesn't bypass. But let's take that chance. Oh, shit. Alright, so we want to get some yellows off the board then. So it looks like we're pulling this off. Let's get some yellows off the board, set up a blue match. Okay, not so bad. I don't think he can get that kill, but it would be sort of wasted on Odin. Okay, he's gonna hit no matter what. Just need to ignore that and get my matches here. Oh, okay, we got a heal. Odin's got... Shit. Alright, this will kill him, actually. Oh, a blue diamond at the end. Holy shit. Oh my god. I have to say, that's a point for hyper strategizing because there were a lot of key decisions there. And wow. Wow. Alright, so I'm looking at this team wanting to go red because if I can kill her early, that will be a very good thing. Wanting to go blue also with Lord Loki because I have Kill Hair I can copy, I have Aslar I can copy, I have Costume Cattle I could copy if I get into trouble. So there's a bunch of good options for him, but the question becomes, what are my healers going to be? Because of my remaining blues, I'm not going to bring Vela, I'm not going to bring any 370s, so it's pretty much Magni, who's a good one to bring. And then if I'm looking at red, that probably means these two, but that means my healer is Bold Tusk, who only heals a small amount. They don't have a healer for me to copy on this team. Maybe that's something. Does this team have a healer I can copy? No. So that's just a big risk. With my only healer there, so they're... This is kind of like a weaker version of my new green team because it's like a 1-2 punch thing, but there's also no mana boosting to help it go off any faster. I really don't feel good about this. I can kill her early and I can ghost. That's a bit better. But I've got no cleanse. What would I do differently? Fuck it. Wish me luck. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And dead. Well, little combo and then dead. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's take out that big threat. Let's get our kill hair going here. Alright, so we got red tiles into Aslar. Jeez. I feel bad about that one. Magni, meet Magni. Okay, well, that was quite a blowout. So that leaves one more team here. What do we have left? Could go with a green and purple team. That could be pretty good, actually. So the question is green and purple, so we can space our greens out so that Gravemaker doesn't have a shot at us. Green and purple, that means only one cleanse. which is definitely bad. So what would be, I think we'd be looking at Hell, Regard, Onyx, Frigg, Hatter and Frigg. Are there any buffs to steal? Not really. And we'd want to space out our greens. Okay, so don't have a good shot at killing Vela. Do have a shot of weakening Frigg as we try to charge up our own greens. The question is, do I want to ditch someone for Heimdall to have more healing? Don't love slow heroes. Frigg doesn't have a mana troop, so that will slow things down a little bit. Same with Gravemaker. Only one cleanse, one healer. It's pretty dangerous when you're going against Frigg. The only other thing I could possibly add would be Vanda by herself. I could do Vanda and Tyr instead of Frigg and Hatter. Makes sense to bring green though. Onyx is a great follow-up to Frigg. Alright, I think it's just risky, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Oh, I've got a purple diamond. Not a lot of purples on the board besides it, and I'm gonna get smacked just making it, because that'll be more than 9 tiles into Frigg. But that's definitely my best shot here. Okay, ouch. I'm gonna keep as many greens on the board as possible. Shit, okay. So now we're analyzing threats. So my next move is going to be popping the purple diamond, which is going to set me up well. Frigg is not going to survive this round. I'm going to be cleansing after, so what I'm trying to figure out is who do I want to kill. I think Gravemaker poses the biggest threat to me at the moment. So Vela's going to get hit with 2 tiles, and then I'll be able to do some mana control. So I also have Onyx charged, so let's go Frigg first. Do I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles? I don't even need to ghost the purples. And doing so doesn't give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't give me a significant advantage. I don't think that would be enough, even ghosting those, to get Onyx up to ×3. So here's what we're working with. I think I'm gonna go boom, boom. Oh, that's a dead Vela. Holy moly. Alrighty. Let's just get a kill. Wow. Wow. God, another great war. So Malik's edged me out by just a tad, but we did what we had to do to get the reset. So I feel good about that. So now it's just a matter of cleanups. And yeah, we're doing good. So I think my defense has only been hit once so far. Nope, there's one shot. And then the first time, 2 1-shots. And then 2. So 4 hits for 3 kills. It's hard to imagine this being such a one-shottable defense, but I guess it is. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It helps other people find these videos and just supports the channel. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.